Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with the iRacing Formula 4 Northern European Series. This time round we return to the best track in the world simply because of its name. It's Motorsport Arena Oschersleben. Whatever way I try and pronounce it, it always ends up being Motorsport because of the Oschersleben. It's a fantastic little track though, really. Is very much based on long flowing corners though that are all circles, so we'll wait and see as to how we go. If you're new around here, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and let's do this thing. Well, as seems to be a theme now with me in the Formula 4 series, I once again bottled my qualifying. However, hopefully in the race we can still spring a surprise here. Very, very low sign-ups for this one. We had like 40 people for the other race I did, and this one's got 12. Anyway, let's do this thing. Waiting on those 5 red lights.
Green, green, green.
And lights out, and away we go. Hopefully we'll have an opportunity to pick up some more iRacing today, but what I'd love more than anything else is a cheeky bit of SR. So make our way in towards that first corner.
He's still there.
We're 3 wide temporarily. No, we're not. We've made it through. There are some very, very quick drivers at the front. However, it's very, very easy to drop it through those first couple of corners, as I think that was Camille almost found out. Just trying to make sure we keep it clean and tidy. Obviously, trying to get the tyres up to temperature on lap 1, and hopefully we don't get a car mounting me as we make our way. These next set of corners I absolutely love around this track. So much fun. You know, nice cheeky triple apex, obviously, before you then trying to get the car slowed down and rotated the other way. But looks like the top 4, I believe, maybe only be 3 of them, trying to go for a little bit of a breakaway early on. I believe Steven is basically just here to kick heads in, as that chicane as well. Very, very good fun. All of the corners here work as corners individually. You know, they'd be fun corners on any racetrack, so you kind of combine them all together, and it does make for a fantastic little venue here at Oschersleben. This fast chicane as well, very, very good fun. I'm going to pick up a 1x though for my troubles, and a nice little spike of the old heart rate as well as we make our way then through the final corner. Well, we're going to end up surviving lap 1 this week in one piece, which is always nice. I have no idea what's happened behind me though, because already there's a 4-second gap back, so I think I made up 1 spot off the start. So I believe I might only need to make up 1 more if I want to gain some iRating here. Yes, it is. So you can just see that guy in front. Bit of a...
Looks like P6 has gone off.
Holy moly. That was scary, but we didn't hit him. So we'll take the freebie, and we're now up into the place I need. That must have been ridiculously close.
We think P3 has binned it in hotel.
Another one potentially binning it through the first couple of corners. I don't... Oh. There he is. Another car running a bit slowly there, as it's so easy to do through those first 2 turns here. You really just get the weight completely on the wrong axle, obviously, by trying to fire it through turn 1 there. And yeah, the back end just wants to completely overtake the front through the second part. But yeah, that means now we've got a bit of a tighter battle in front of me. So we need to try and utilise these next couple of laps to make sure we close in.
Looks like P2's gone off in Hasseröder.
Another one gone, P2 this time round. Hey, that's an odd place to bin it, unless there was contact between our top 2. But yeah, well, there we go, we're up to P5 then. Leader, yep, that is Steven, is still kicking faces in with a nice little lead now, but we are hanging on to the coattails of this little train. However, just in behind me, yeah, he's going to be very, very fast. Oh, there's a big puff of smoke in front. Looks like, I think that's Camille and Aaron just getting together again, and Camille's actually pulled off the move, despite being almost 1,000 iRating less there, so good little move by Camille. I think he's a fairly regular driver I see in the F4 series. I definitely feel like I recognise his name from a couple of previous events so far this season, but yeah, we're just a tiny bit quicker than the guy directly in front of me. Is all Camille there, another bit of a wobble. And now he's going to be side by side through the penultimate corner. Oh! Darren just gets shown the gravel trap. It's all getting very, very scrappy. As Aaron will say thank you very much, though, and will waltz back through. But yeah, there's a real opportunity here for a podium if things go our way. We've just got to try and keep it clean, do our thing, and see what we can work out. What I'm more staggered about at the moment, Justin, I'm guessing he's picked up a tiny bit of damage in the incident he had earlier on, because he's not taking any time out of me either. So we're just kind of not really even having to worry about that car in my mirrors at the moment. I'm sure if this battle gets spicier, then he'll be right there in a second. But yeah, we're really just kind of enjoying ourselves here. We're sort of watching this battle unfold, kind of just working out where people are strong, where they're not. Apparently I'm not very strong through there with that kind of line. But this is really, really good at the moment. We're kind of sat in prime position to capitalise, you know, even if just one of them goes off or two of them come together, then we're close enough that we're, you know, right there, but not too close that hopefully we'll get involved like the instant we almost got taken out in earlier on.
We think P6 has gone off in triple.
Oh, Justin's made another mistake then, apparently. Oh, that might be a slowdown. Took a bit too much curve on the entry. Might just get away with it, though. Yeah, looks like we will. As, yeah, Justin really is struggling at the moment. Pretty much locking down that P6, but not able to hound any of us in front. As, well, we're over half distance now. Starting just to wonder, of course. Camille still seems very, very aggressive with his lines. Aaron's not pulling away, though, rather surprisingly. So I'm just kind of wondering, you know, are we going to start seeing this, you know, boil up a little bit more? Or do we need to start trying to push the envelope a bit and sort of see what's possible?
The guy ahead's last lap time is 124.1. That's your quickest lap in this session. Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. You're a 10th off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 3 is a 10th off the pace.
Oh, Camille there almost got a nose to the inside. There might be a bit of offsend coming here. No. Waits behind him. You can see that Darren fires it in to the next corner. Do love as well. Most of the corners as well around here, especially in the first sector, actually have a subtle amount of banking as well, which is very, very useful. Of course, just allows the car to rotate in, but it will very easily as well unset the rear. It's just all going through turn 6, I think it is. I can't remember what crew chief called it last lap. Just missing the apex slightly there, as yeah, through there as well. So satisfying when you get it hooked up, but so scary when you don't. As Camille, definitely not worried about incident points, apparently. I mean, he's got a D2.6 license, so that seems fairly obvious. Another big lockup. Oh, just see again, car's getting squirrely. I think there's going to be another mistake before this is down and out, but we've only got about another 7 minutes. 5 more laps. This is just starting to get a little bit spicy. It's a shame Aaron's at the front of this group. Although, to be fair, he still hasn't been able to break free. Or I'm surprised these are Camille. He can't go for it there, surely. No, he can't. But they're both going to be offline. This might allow me to just close in a few more tenths there. Keep it really clean and tidy through the carousel.
The gap's now 0.4.
Lucky not to get a 1x on the exit as well, because we were just so early on the throttle. But of course, you know, the closer we get as well, the more aero wash you get, the more you struggle with the downforce. But yeah, now we've got to start taking that slipstream. Come on! Oh, Camille is not afraid to throw that thing around. So make our way through the final corner again. Oh, there we go. Stephen at the front finally breaks into the 123s. He's been getting closer and closer. But yeah, we've just still got to be patient at the moment.
Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace.
In a 24-2, I'll take quite happily, to be honest. So, Camille. Yep. Ah! I'm locked up to try and avoid him. Oh, there's Justin as well.
You need to push if we're going to hold this position.
Damn it! How's Camille come out of that unscathed? I mean, I love the fact that in all of that, Justin is going to be the one that claims from it. So I'm sure he probably wasn't too worried about not closing in too much, because he probably thought there was going to be an incident before the end of this thing. But yeah, has Camille picked up a little bit of damage? The one I feel really bad for is Darren, because obviously, yeah, Camille just went in way too hot and collected him. I've lost a place in the process. Actually, no, I haven't, have I? I'm still exactly where I was. So maybe we can try and get a podium. Oh, Camille's actually let Justin pass, so maybe he's just trying to use him for slipstream later on in the day here. But I'm not going to give up on this yet, even if it's just to try and avenge Darren for the trouble caused to him. But Justin is clearly trying to play as well a bit of a battle for it. They're going to go side by side into one. We are not out of this just yet. Oh,
Looks like
Camille
P4
is
has gone
going to
off
go
it.
exploring.
Hotel.
Can we try and get Justin? Or are we going to get hounded now by Camille? It's not quite where I wanted him, to be honest, right behind me, but it is what it is. He won't be behind me for very long if I take lines like that. Hey, Camille's gone for another spin. He's almost taken Darren out in the process.
Hotel.
He's having an absolute nightmare late on. Just cannot get those first two corners hooked up anymore. But, yeah, I don't think we're quite going to have the pace to carry to Justin. I think we're going to get one more lap after this one, though. No! Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid! No! Just dropped it on the curbing on the exit. Don't know if we'll get a meatball for that. I think we might have got away with it. Oh, no. I don't know if we can get away with one more lap before serving the meatball, or whether we're just going to get DQ'd. We've only got one more lap to go. Nick behind me's just made a bit of a mistake. Sieren's definitely out of whack. I mean, I could have just obviously taken fast repair, couldn't I? But I don't really want it to cost us another place if we can avoid it, because of course if we finish here we'd still gain some iRating again. But definitely, when am I going to get a race actually where I gain some SR? That'd be quite nice to know at some point. I need to have another endurance race. I've got Fuji 8 hours coming up soon. I'm going to need that to try and carry me back to a sensible license as well. Nick behind me's binned it. But I can't believe I've done that late on, man. We were doing so well. You know, we've been pretty clean, pretty consistent. You know, avoid a couple of wrecks. Unfortunately, obviously, span on the second one trying to avoid it and get the car stopped. But, you know, that's the way it goes. And in all that, Camille's still going to beat me. Whoa, big wobble over the curbing, though. But, yeah, looks like Steven... he's not going to see anyone this race, is he? He's absolutely walked it. 10 seconds clear at the front of the field. He's going to cross the line for one of the easier wins, I'm sure, of his life. And again, you'd hope so with basically double the iRating of anyone else here. But through the final couple of corners we'll go. Hope he's very, very happy. We've all given him a charitable donation of about 12 iRating, all things considered. Will I get disqualified? That's the real question.
Turn 1.
At the final corner up towards the line, we've still got that meatball. Will it be enough to get me DQ'd, or will we get away with it?
P6, there's the finish. Good drive.
I think we've been given the P6. Let's go take a look at the final results. Well, there we go then, taking a look at our final race results. 0.02 SR. It did actually go in the right direction there, rather surprisingly. And a nice little 6 iRating gain as well. I think, to be honest, you know, apart from that mistake towards the end, I mean, Darren got right back up to Justin by the end of this thing. We could have probably had P3 there, all things considered. So a bit of a shame, a little bit of a missed opportunity, but it was good fun nonetheless. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and yeah, we'll be back very, very soon with more iRacing content. A massive thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters for their continued donations to help my work. These things go much further than I think a lot of you ever realise, and allow me to continue making content full-time here on YouTube. So if you want to support me from as little as £1 a month and be featured on all of these end clips, either click the join button next to the subscribe or head over to my Patreon. There's a link down in the description.